Being an executive assistant or personal assistant is operational work. It is not personality-based, and it is not about being helpful in a vague way. It is about systems, priorities, and execution. At its core, the role exists to reduce friction. Friction shows up as wasted time, missed information, unnecessary decisions, poor coordination, and preventable errors. Your job is to identify where friction exists and remove it. This starts with understanding the executive you support. Every executive has limited attention. Your work should protect that attention. That means you must learn how they think, how they make decisions, what they consider important, and what they ignore. You learn this by observing patterns, not by asking constant questions. Pay attention to which meetings they cancel, what they reschedule, and what they never miss. Pay attention to which emails get responses and which do not. Pay attention to how they prepare for meetings and what frustrates them afterward. This information tells you how to prioritize. Calendar management is one of the most critical responsibilities. The calendar is not a list of commitments, it is a strategy tool. When you schedule something, you are making a decision about importance. You are deciding what deserves time, when focus is required, and when rest or buffer is necessary. Overloading a calendar reduces effectiveness. Back-to-back meetings reduce decision quality. Poor spacing creates stress and errors. You should be thinking about energy levels, transition time, preparation time, and recovery time. You should know which meetings require deep focus and which do not. You should know when to protect time and when flexibility is acceptable. Email management is about triage, not response volume. Your responsibility is to identify what requires action, what requires awareness, and what requires no response at all. Not every message deserves attention. Filtering is part of the job. When drafting responses on behalf of an executive, clarity and brevity matter. You are not writing to sound polite. You are writing to move things forward. Remove unnecessary language. Confirm next steps. Close loops. Communication failures are one of the biggest sources of operational breakdown. Your role is to prevent them. Logistics are where assistants often get overwhelmed. This includes travel, meetings, events, documentation, and coordination across multiple people. The key to handling logistics effectively is preparation and documentation. You should not be solving the same problem repeatedly. If something happens more than once, it needs a system. For travel, this means standardized preferences, backup options, and contingency plans. For meetings, this means agendas, preparation materials, clear outcomes, and follow-up actions. For events, this means timelines, checklists, and confirmation of responsibilities. If something goes wrong, the priority is resolution, not explanation. Fix first, analyze later. Problem solving is constant in this role. Plans change, people cancel, information arrives late, decisions are reversed. The expectation is not perfection. The expectation is composure. You are expected to respond without escalating stress. That means assessing impact, determining urgency, and acting accordingly. Not every issue is an emergency. Treating everything as urgent reduces effectiveness. Managing up is a core skill. This means guiding priorities without overstepping authority. It means clarifying when requests conflict. It means presenting options instead of problems. Instead of asking what to do, you identify the issue, suggest a recommendation, and wait for confirmation. This builds trust and efficiency. Boundaries are part of professional performance, not a personal preference. If everything is urgent, nothing is. You must help define what constitutes an emergency. You must be clear about availability, response times, and scope of responsibility. Without boundaries, burnout is inevitable. Burnout in this role does not come from volume alone. It comes from lack of clarity, lack of control, and lack of systems. Systems protect you. Documentation, checklists, templates, and routines reduce cognitive load. They also make your performance consistent regardless of stress level. Soft skills are critical, but they are not vague. Discretion means knowing what not to share. Judgment means knowing when to escalate and when not to. Adaptability means adjusting quickly without complaint. Confidence means communicating clearly without apology. Career growth in this field depends on scope, not tenure. The more responsibility you can handle independently, the more valuable you become. This can lead to senior assistant roles, operational leadership, chief of staff positions, or specialized support roles. This career can be long-term and well compensated when performed at a high level. It requires professionalism, discipline, and continuous improvement. If you are new to this role, focus on observation, learning preferences, and building reliable systems. Speed comes later. Accuracy and judgment come first. This is not a passive role. It is an enabling role. When done well, it increases clarity, reduces chaos, and allows leaders to operate at a higher level. That is the work.